today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. Good footwork at the 30. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Come on now off of play action. Rolling to his right. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. Give yourself a bit.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic. That's been there for a long time. Teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with it. Second and 3. On the counter, Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in, and run the ball? just one or two receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they go play action here. Mon. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. He gets away from one, and he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Caught by Cup, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Mon. They're going for it. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. On 1st down, here's Mon. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Just about every... Quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Mon's throw complete there to Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Handoff comes to Cook. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the 1st quarter play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Mon looks to throw. Being chased out left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sione Takitaki with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Seven yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Here's Mon. And Cook has it, left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And quickly, they get to the line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, he shifts past him. They find some open field here. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10.
108 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Off the play fake. Mond sliding out of the pocket. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Houston set to take over. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 4. From the 50, it's Watson. And Cooks hands it over the middle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. A beautiful fake. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's brought down. 164 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bond going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Well, you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now, because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 now. Watson. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Watson. Cooks on the quick slant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Watson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they?
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Mond looks to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the Passer, what a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. Going up top for Kupp. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the interception, here's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Watson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, Watson. Big hole up the middle. Touchdown, Texans. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mond. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. On 2nd and goal, Mond flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sly on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Watson's throw there complete to Myers.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
7 yards the pick up there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, short throw to Dissly. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Now Mond.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Mond's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond.
They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Roth.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look